Hey. And like RuPaul, I love to lay the drag. You see me? Hey. Ow. I'll show you how to get to the money. I'll show you how to get to the money. Exactly, bitch. It's enough space. We never will hate. And we had to stop it because we always getting copyright claims because our shit. But child, there we is. Don't be telling people when we going live. It just happened. And I know this shit was pre-recorded and pre-scheduled because I was trying to remind myself to do it. But, you know, what it is, things happened. And we didn't get to go live. But we live, whores. Welcome to the motherfucking podcast. The big shit. I'm Ricky. Still Ricky and will always be Ricky. And don't you forget it. Do you love it? Do you love it? Love it? Love it? Do you love it? I want to know. Are y'all ready for these motherfucking topics? I said, do you love it? I know somebody who don't love it. It's this girl who's going by the name of Jane Doe for all intensive purposes. And I'm going to say that Miss Doe, not Doja Cat, but Miss Jane Doe, who's suing Trey Songz. This is his third rape allegation case. And she's seeking $20 million, child. She said, you're not going to let the neighbors know my name and tell me we can't just be friends. Child, allegedly, this girl was into some things, had a casual sexual relationship with Mr. Songz. 2016, California, she was hospitalized. Initially agreed until he turned into a savage rapist, allegedly, in Miss Doe's words. We all know that Trey Songz can get it. You know, with a couple drinks going, you know, it just so happened. Why would he have to take it? They said that he would, I ain't gonna say they, it was Miss Doe. Miss Doe has said he's told her that he wanted to get in that ass. And he was talking literally and not figuratively. So he did just that. And there was anal tearing and bleeding and leaking. And, you know, it was a give and carry. And not in a good way. We all know where there's smoke, there's a motherfucking house on fire. And Dylan Gonzalez just said Trey Songz was a rapist basketball player. Look her up. And all this stuff is coming like a snowball. And it's turning into a motherfucking blizzard. Trey Songz has declined comments. I'm going to need him to keep that music to himself because he can't sing anyway. But we all know the songs. He only came for the ladies and the drinks. We know. Say, there's a Molly. Open wide. Know you're thirsty. Ain't that the song? Say, he invented sex. Why would we think anything less? To someone who said the pussy is his. The possession. All I'm saying is, and my Tamar Braxton voice, when it turns around, surviving Trey Songz and it's on Lifetime, then everybody gonna want to listen. This dude right here is totally different. And Keke Palmer told us, yeah, because he tried to palm her. But we're going to get into that later. Let's move on to the next one. Kanye. We usually don't even talk about Miss Ye and all her shenanigans because we don't make fun of mental illness. But when it came to Kanye versus Corey with the big booty hips, the girls are fighting. We was gonna get into some things. There were some things said, and Kanye called out his ex, Corey Gamble, this motherfucking punk bitch. Said he's not a nice person. You know, he's a nice person, not a great person, is what he said. He said he been through Puffy, and we know what that means. He said he been through Bieber, and we know he introduced Bieber to his pastor, and we know how them pastors be pastoring. He even said he loved Chris and said that Corey has been cheating on her. And as for that, you know, Corey must be off to his next mission. Allegedly, he's been cheating on Kris Jenner, and who wouldn't? We know that Caitlyn did the same thing when he was cheating on Chris as Bruce with Caitlyn. And Corey Gamble is now being perceived as a messy liar, dick hopping, not a great person, according to Miss Ye. We don't really know whose side to take. We know that Miss Gamble wouldn't be the first woman that to cheat on Chris. Like we said, Caitlyn left, and just in that same old fashion, Corey about to be toting his bag and his purse out with that big old butt, letting the Lord split you with a good little hit you right up your ass. Babu. Keke Wyatt. Y'all not gonna do it tonight with me. We not doing it tonight with Keke. Na, da, da, da. Every time I see Keke, she pregnant. You know what? Keke Wyatt is having her 11th child. And while babies are a blessing, you done had enough of those blessings. This is her third child with her third husband. But this makes number 11 to her tribe, to her team, to her squad, to her motherfucking organization at this point. Ain't nobody claiming taxes like Keke claiming taxes out this bitch. She really collecting. Sign still delivered with child. And the bitch always singing to the very last month. I mean, like, always got, who got that bun in the oven? Keke got that bun in the oven. Who got that bun in the oven? Keke always got that bun in the oven. At this point, competing with Nick Cannon. We said we want to see a versus, but then we heard Nick Cannon singing with Keke shared, and we was like, nah, we've been seeing enough of Nick and Keke singing. We won't need that versus. What we need both of them to do is get on some contraceptive and make that a show and put that on the Instagram and sign that damn check. She also said she was open to having 12 kids. Cheap about a dozen as this motherfucking point. Because, bitch, how you taking care of a whole fucking dozen? And ain't even had a dozen songs out. Keke, you know what? At a certain point, I felt sorry for Keke because we watched her on the R&B Divas, and that was one of our favorite reality shows because it was just real raw and organic. She did say that she has children because she feels like they're entitled to love her, and they're like, no matter what, they love her, they need her, and she has that mental illness portion of her that still craves that I see, no matter how many husbands she get through. We've loved Miss Wyatt. That's one of our favorite vocalists. And like, long as I live, you'll be my bed wench. My bed wench and my only man. Bitch, I'm pregnant. Just singing Keke songs. Like, she barefoot and pregnant. That's all I know about some Keke Wyatt. She won't always be pregnant. She got that super soaker. Please believe me. Yes, she need to make a OnlyFans. We had to chill you up before we could bring it a little down because there has been some shit going down over at the Wendy Williams Studios. What's going on with Wendy? because they said my girl is canceled, and it sends shockwaves through the whole motherfucking area because we know what Wendy means around here. Wendy. Is she sick? Is she not sick? Is she back on the drugs? Is she clean? Is she tipping on the alcohol? Is she losing it all, losing her mind, losing her son to addiction as well? Because she lost her husband to a side bitch with a side baby. Who knows? I didn't never want my girl to lose her show in the process. We all know that this isn't the end of Wendy Williams, but this is an end of an era where we need it on our TV. But Wendy to just be there. She represents us being at work, acting like we don't want to be at work. Come on. It's as real as it gets. We fell in love with Wendy before we even saw her face. It was just all about her voice and what she was going to give. She had Mariah Carey hanging up on her. We know Wendy Houston cussed her out. We know that Wendy got into things when 3LW first broke up and they threw the fried chicken in Notorious face. Wendy had got that exclusive interview. There were things about Wendy that made her the culture. They call her the queen of all media for a reason before she even had her own show. And for her to go out like this in this fashion, it's a bit distasteful in my mouth. Will I watch the Sherry show? No. But neither will anybody else. And I think they know that there has been almost streamlined attack on my girl and her image. And the fact that she's out here making her own Instagram page that's separate from the Wendy show and allegedly locked out of her accounts, and her ex, the Ninja Turtles, suing Delmar Mercury, the production company. It just seems as if she's scrambling and running like a chicken with her head cut off. And we don't want that to be the end of Wendy. Maybe an end of an era. Of course, all eras come to an end. Ex Rihanna. But we don't want this to be the end of Wendy. And for all you bitches out here guest hosting, you can never be Wendy. Let me look at my camera. You can never be Wendy. Like, there's only one capital P. You got an I, but you definitely missing the T, boo. Proceed with caution, because trust and believe. Duplicated? I think not. Meg the fucking Stallion. Is that what he's still calling her? I'm ready for her to drop the Stallion. Just be Meg at this point. Yeah, ain't y'all ready for her just to be Meg at this point? Just be Meg, child. At this point, you giving Meg for Family Guy. We wrote a blog about Megan and the shenanigans she been pulling with the Lane's guy. We don't really refer to him by what he is, because who knows? It's a lot of bullshit drama going on back and forth. BS Twitter bitch shit. We wrote a blog about it. Wikipedia.blogspot. Get into them things. If you're not Fantasia and can't read. I gotta go on my phone to get this shit, y'all. Cause my computer acting slow. My computer Fantasia at this point. And I see you in the comments. Like, y'all bitches acting like I ain't been here. I forgot my password for a minute, y'all. Leave me alone. Who Shot Ya was the blog name. Because that's what we want now. What the fuck? If you viewed it, thank you. Follow us. I'm Ricky. Child, I'm getting so sick of Megan Thee Stallion there. Wasting her hooves on this nothing ass bitch. The leprechaun. This leprechaun and female horse have been seen giving out piggyback rides once again, dragging each other's loose booty holes up and down Sunset Lane, revisiting that infamous night when the Rapturous was shot in the foot by what happened to be a love quarrel gone wrong. They are both calling each other liars, and it is setting the blogs on fire. All but this one, who could care less. TMZ reported all the shenanigans and released the screenshots Meg shared Apollo lying his way through the whole ordeal, allegedly. We not finna even rehash this brown shit stain on hip-hop culture. I feel it is a shame that this is even news that we're reporting on. Granted, it is a blessing that Meg didn't lose her life behind this drunken Molly lace fiasco, but we always knew the buttermilk wasn't clean, and neither was Tory's piss test after dragged to jail like he needs to be. Tory backtracked and pussy popped like he do for the beats and admitted that the fight was a love triangle gone wrong. Court date is set to April the 5th, and we will not be sharing the details because this shit is getting way too out of hand. Megan will also have her ass back in court suing 5101, her old label, who finger fucked her out of a deal, and we need to get Phaedra Parks on the line the way she in the courthouse more than in the studio. The truth will prevail, and trust me, it will find its way to the light. There have been all these conspiracies, and we don't believe none of them. You got to be a dumbass to make up getting shot and parading around trying to garner sympathy from the weak, honey. I believe Meg and My Little Pony will never lie. My little pony, my little pony. I don't trust Tory's story, and that headline is proof enough. He been doing the running man. These girls are following in Lil' Kim and Nicki Minaj footsteps for all the wrong reasons. From the looks of things, and how this nigga ain't get canceled, she ain't even have a horse in this race. Why would she even sleep with him anyway? Now, her current nigga Party, who we thought they broke up, wants to see Mrs. Lange with them hands, and every dog has his day. Ain't no fun when a rabbit gets the gun. Wake me up when this saga ends. I'm so sick of black midgets disrespecting black women blatantly, publicly, and consistently. Take your L, little nigga, and keep it moving. Now, you trying to act like that little chalupa was long dicking them ladies wild and somebody mysteriously shot Megan or she shot herself? Either way you slice this cake. Big mama, you're on. You're going to get diabetes because it's too much. It's just too much. I said it's too much. It's just too much. So at that note, we're going to move on to the next thing because I don't even want to hear about none of this no more. The next thing is the motherfucking recap. Of course. The recap. That's when we just recap the week and give our take in song form and not just us talking shit. Because we do that. I like to do it with a beat though. You make the beat go.
Isn't cheese and butter so cheesy?
You make the beat go. Hey.
Surfer.
Maybe. Let's try. Y'all ready? Like the motherfucking video and subscribe. This is the first time I'm hearing a beat, whatever. Just gonna do the rat race. Ain't no fun without no cheese. And they said you gotta get your part, you bend your knees. And this hocus pocus, bolus focus chocus. Promise I won't deceive. This the Trey in this song, I might just up and leave. Held against thy will, make you spill your guts. Ask Keke, he tried to palm her, she wasn't trying to fuck. Seeking the Keke's that's fucking. If you nut up, then it's stuck. If you nut up, then it's stuck. How you doing, Kanye? How you doing, Corey? Ain't nothing new to this come out story. Niggas love the fuck ass that he come one. And Tyler Perry, man, and your melody is homecoming. Giving them body no deal like Teyana Taylor. And you can Google me, baby, cause he like his ass ate fly away bird. Giving pigeon, not a dove. Good luck looking at stage you speak of. This for mulattoes, not the one with big dick energy. We all know I was getting bag frenemies. Talking about you the one, not talking about you the one, not. I said, talk about you the king, not you watch your Queen Latifah. Stevie Wonder could have seen you hoes is too basic. Ain't got no instinct, where you buying new Oasis. Heard your nigga came back to me the Oasis. And you still acting thirsty, dehydrated. Didn't want to murder you, bitch, the glove won't fit. Beat it up and press a record like Ray J. Or fuck your mom and never claim you like Pro J. I tried it. I really fucking tried it with that one, but it was good. You heard the boss. You heard the boss. Go to jail. This bitch said, talking about you the king, knocked you out your Queen Latifah. You really had to catch it, and it was the end. Like, beat it up, press record like Ray J, or fuck your mom and never claim you like Chloe J. Beat it up and press record like Ray J, or fuck your mom and never claim you like Chloe J. Recap. And if they hit me with a copyright claim, I'm coming for all you hoes in the comments that said it was good. What we talking about next? Big pussy. What I need from you is, please don't drug me. Don't wanna go to the dungeon if that's where it's hardest laid. Candace. It's allegedly finally being replaced on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Season 14 is coming out and we don't care. They said Miss Burris is the highest paid and she's the lowest performing. They said Miss Burris got the biggest pussy and the biggest pockets, yet it's making the lowest least stir. They said Miss Burris got into it with Miss Marlo, and it wasn't since season 4 where these two got into it when Marlo called her sugar mama for taking care of Todd. And I wonder these claims came back to the surface because we know that Marlo probably still feels the same way about Candy always taking care of men. In every relationship she's been in, she's been the breadwinner. And it's not because of her looks, but it's because of her bank account. And is that going to make the men stay? And we all know that Todd has been looking through couch cushions and scrounging through old ashtrays and digging up Don Juan's booty hole to find out, loose coins and change. The way he was coming from his parks for his little $8,475 for that workout video that never came out. We all know that Candy take care of her men, and she's going to need this paycheck to keep taking care of Mr. Todd. So we don't want him to replace Jeannie Mai with Jeannie Mai. Honestly, we don't even like Jeannie Mai. That bitch is part of the problem when Tamar got fired. Fuck her. And she thinks she's black, and she's not. This little ugly bitch said something about having dark meat on the reel, and I've never let it go. Jeannie always just wants to be at the cookout. She one of those people who will just be around you like, anyone got some weed? She really just wants to be a part of it. And it comes off phony and fake because we know her mother is real and she doesn't like black people. And that's like the culture and the fiber of her. But she married Jen Jeezy, and she's Jeezy fry. So we're going to respect her as such, but I'm not going to eat it up because I don't want it. I don't eat that curry out. Next season, will Jeannie replace Candy? They said Candy and Sonya, who Sonya Richards Ross Olympian, who joined season 14, hasn't been doing that well. They said really look out for Kenya, Sheree, and Marlo this season. And, that's our Real Housewives of Atlanta update, but the Real Housewives of Potomac. are the ones we're really checking for. These bitches always got some shit brewing up down the pop line. They said Candace is allegedly fired. We've been seeing things. She's been tweeting when one door closes, the other one swings back on your ass because that was just the fucking screen door, ho. Now the main door wouldn't close your ass. Bye. We think if Candace is leaving, she got fired. We think Andy was sending her signals on this last reunion about her temper. We think they all have been trying to warn her about her alleged temper, which they all have, but because she's dark skinned and seen as more aggressive than anybody else. We also heard that Monique Samuels is joining the cast of exactly. That's what they should name it. Or on. Is it on? Because I don't really watch that. And what we have to say about that is Giselle and Robin have been canceled this week. These girls are making their waves. The Green Eye Bandits have been slammed for their comments about who they was talking about, the James Harden, and how his beard looked. They use a lot of black euphemisms like watermelon and chicken and gravy, greens and shit, pig's tails and chitlins and shit. And they were slammed for being the colorists that they are. But Wendy Asafo been trying to tell y'all about these hoes and their colorist ways. They like to get away with shit. Throw rocks out their hands. They were dragged for filth after just being nominated for NAACP award for their struggling podcast, reasonably shitty. You know I love Issa Giselle because she's a little funny, but Robin's a little follower. And whenever the girls need to be dragged, they should be dragged. We are looking forward to season 7 of Real Housewives of Potomac way more than we're looking for season 14 of Housewives of Atlanta. And looking forward, another person who need to be looking forward is this Teyana Taylor. This is going to be quick. Because Teyana, we're trying to figure out why you even responded to some TikToker saying that you cheated on your husband. Your husband cheated on you while he was on Dance with the Stars, whatever, you were addicted to drugs. There was some TikToker came out saying that Tiandre's husband cheated and she was working for Teyana, and Iman was out there cheating while he was on Dance with the Stars, and we're not understanding why Teyana even hopped into the shade room to respond to the shit. If it's not true, everybody says she should have just set this one out. Like, do some crunches, do some sit-ups, bitch. You know what you like to do in your spare time. She went off on Instagram, and like, she's prone to going off. That's one. She has a short temper, but she's also going to catch herself a short charge. Like the way when she tried to go back and forth for Rihanna, and Rihanna, she let her know, bitch, I'm not that bitch. So you try those other hoes, don't try this one. And we've been trying to Google Teyana since, and you know, really, people really want her to get her just due. But I want Teyana to find out who the fuck she is as an artist. She said she retired. Let's leave it there. In her retired self. Tyler Perry. The streets have been calling you out this week, honey. That was Tyler Perry's son, but I really don't want this to be about Tyler Perry's son. Because Tyler Perry's son not famous. Tyler Perry is. And although we haven't seen him out with his son, you know, publicly showing his son, that's his thing, whatever. What we want to know is, Tyler Perry, are you gay? Everybody want to know, is Tyler Perry gay, honey? That has been a trending topic for at least 20 years, almost my whole life, really. And the answer is pretty clear. Walter Lee Hampton can tell y'all what y'all need to know. YouTube it. Walter Lee Hampton, child, and I'm not in the business of outing people, but if you have blatantly and publicly shamed the gay lifestyle, I feel it's almost respectful for the people that you have walked over, demeaned, and shamed to reach back up and grab your ass right back down there, bitch. Like, who the fuck you trying? Because you gay too. So as far as it's concerned with Miss Perry, Walter Lee Hampton let it be known that Tyler Perry is very gay, allegedly. And there's no need for him to come out of the closet because he invented the closet. That he is the closet. After you saw them show this. Medea's Homecoming is the latest venture Miss Perry has been doing, and we know that Tyler doesn't really make movies of substance. He's tried, and but with one person to work from, how could you? Everything is in your own crazy drag queen mind. And Dwalter Lee really let it down in a way I never heard it before. I'm gonna keep saying his name because I want y'all to really look at that video up, because I never saw it before. I can't even believe I never saw Walter Lee Hampton spilling Tyler's tea out there in these streets, saying that they used to be together back in the day in Atlanta in the 90s, honey. With Tyler was a part of he was hugely a part of the gay lifestyle, and he allowed the gays to fund his plays. Most of his plays were funded by gay black men, and that's with his social circle. That's how Walter Lee was around him. And Walter said he stole the whole idea of Medea from a drag queen out at a drag show, which is believable. All her antics, the gun toting, the Bible verses, the stripper pass, all these things were accounts that he heard at a drag show. Tyler put this all together and made it a money-making venture, which, hey, that's what the gays do. And Walter Lee said that he never knew that Tyler was in the closet. The way Tyler Perry act, how could anybody know he was gay? And then he said that Tyler Perry once told him, man, no one can know I'm gay because I'm gonna lose the support of the black church. And this is what we gotta pause. Yeah, stop acting like it's non-existent. Stop acting like you're not a part of the problem. Black church, if you look up who's his top supporters now, those are the people who still giving their flowers and supporting him, holding him. He not gay, blah, 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 do, da, da, da. When Tyler Perry is the highest paid African-American drag queen behind RuPaul. That has nothing to do with sexuality. It has everything to do with him shunning the very people he's a part of, him demeaning what it means to be gay, and actually walking over LGBT movement and not at all being a part of it, whereas he could have done amazing things for our community. He really could have put it on a fucking map. Like 10 years ago, we could have been 10 years forward from where we are now with the help of people like Tyler Perry. And like, we know that Walter Lee Hampton, who I'm talking about, who released this video, said 90% of the people who supported Tyler Perry were black gay men. And they did a whole thing. They did the Chiller Circle with him. They helped put him on. They produced his shit. And that's was his circle. And as we look back, we see people, in the shows, in the movies, that we like, that's still his circle. Medea's Homecoming was a man in Tyler's bed, like I said. The only Medea's Homecoming is that a man coming in your bed, in your home, in your mouth, Tyler, because that's what you like, allegedly. And he had Medea's Homecoming. The movie came out on Netflix, and it was trending for a week, and then it flopped like it usually does with trends. He had his first openly gay character, and we're like, Tyler, you trying to tell us something? Like, nobody can know you gay, child. Shut up your ass the fuck down with that bullshit. Because we had been new. We just was waiting on you to get a shot. Boom. Child, all this talk about being black, being white, not accepting half-breeds for who they are. Y'all was trying to drag Miss Zendaya for filth. Miss Zendaya, are you black? They said Zendaya ain't black. Mariah Carey ain't black. Tracee Ellis Ross ain't black. Zoe Saldana ain't black. I said Holly Berry ain't black. Alicia Keys ain't black. Kalani ain't black. Cardi B ain't black. That bitch Tiny ain't black. Keke Wyatt ain't black. That shit went on and on and on. Say it one more time for the people in the back. Black is culture, though. We know that. And it's a joke. It's a joke. We joke. But at the end of the day, we know when somebody come outside and throw a bucket of water on our heads and that shit shrivel up like a dick in the rain, we black. Black. Real black. Or when the bitch just act like she didn't see what the line was and just come to the front and start going to get service and you be like, excuse me, the line is back there. I'm black. black. Yeah. So when it comes to being black, it really is about culture. We all know that like when we outside and we got on these wigs, yeah, and that back of that neck gets the sweating. I keep you one of these. I'm black. Black. Ready and black. To be black. Fuck you talking about. And there's no shame in that. So to this conversation, if the people want to be black, let them be black. Like that black ass ain't hurt nobody unless they out here Doja Catting it up in the chat rooms. Then we're gonna have to get them all together and drag them to the carpet. You're expelled. Otherwise, let them live their life. And like, speaking of living their lives, they said Essence Fest is about to be on. Janet is making her return to Essence 2022. And the people are saying, yes, we would have loved to see your old nose, but we'll take the new one, bitch. Come through, Miss Janet, now that her son Issa is big and, you know, walking and doing his own thing. He's like 12 years old. I'm talking about walking. And she has, you know, the older daughter that's probably near her 30s at this point, the one she had in the 90s. I'm sure she's doing well. So now that Janet's kids are older and thriving, she's going to go out and smash Essence. We shout out to Miss Janet. And she is the headliner. They try to make Nicki Minaj a headliner. Why is she doing Essence? No, for real though. We know Essence is Essence. And Essence is Essence. Like, what is Essence? We know that Essence has a major headline acts like Mary J. Blige and motherfucking Jeremy Sullivan and Faith Evans and SWV and Jill Scott and Kelly Price and Nicki Minaj. Something right here don't fit. And I think she just trying to do that thing she did on American Idol and just fit in and just, you know, when the bag stop, you answer any call that come. But Nicki Minaj will be on this next Essence. And we're thinking about getting a ticket, $200 ticket. If y'all want to sit up all the way up high where they be smoking at, that's what you got to get, $200. You got it to spend. I was about to say to waste. You got it to waste, $200. Kevin Fart will be giving a comedy special that we won't be attending unless he called our girl Monique, who she said he allegedly had his back. Monique, if these people had your back, they'd be employing you. All this talk about 50 Cent, blah, blah, has Monique's back. She will be on Power Book 2. All this, I got your back, talk is cheap. Bitch, put your money where your motherfucking mouth is and put me on a show. I ain't worked there in a decade. This is Monique. She's a legend, Oscar winner, talk show host of Charm School, expelling bitches left and right. What up more than you need? I don't even need to tell you she was the queen of comedy. I don't even need to tell you she was Nikki Parker Ogilvy. But if Monique won't be performing at Essence, I won't be attending. Y'all can keep Kevin Hart. Who going? Summer Walker's gonna be there. I'm really trying to persuade y'all that I don't even know where I threw her out because you know you're gonna need your mask with that. A fish platter is all I'm gonna say. And I ain't talking about Keisha Cole. Comment below if you want to go to Essence because I might go with somebody if we gonna make it a thing. I ain't taking New Orleans trip. New Orleans. Let's go down to New Orleans. I'm with it if you with it.